Welcome to the Quick Galloper YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell.
A full field of 16 starters. Top fences in the betting at post time were number 3, the reigning horse of the year, Typewriter, at odds of 9-2. Aaron Shastri riding for trainer Spencer Chung. Haraprasad's Pachin, number 4 at 15-1. Number 5, the 3-1 second favourite, Seeking My Dream, the 2015 Derby winner. Omar Walker up for champion trainer Wayne Acosta, who started 6 horses in the event, including the number 6 horse, Perfect Neighbour, the 2-1 favourite, a recent Gold Cup and Governor General Stakes winner and Derby champion of 2013. Number 7, Commanding Chief, is at 10-1. Richard Azan's Pranfield is number 8, the impressive Super Stakes winner last month, showing at 6-1 in the betting. The consistent All Correct is number 9 at 22-1 odds. Number 12, Uncle Tap, at 27-1 bet, ridden by visiting Puerto Rican jockey and former Breeders' Cup Day winning rider Jeffrey Sanchez. Number 14, the pacey Upper Tune, winner of 2 of his last 3 races, heavily fancied at 9-2. The Costa's Hovercraft and Fortune 100 on the outside completing the field. Here is Brian Rickman's call.
They make their way toward the half mile. They're there now. And it's Upper Tune and Fortune 100 up front. Fortune 100 just the leader. Upper Tune settled down a length in behind him. A break of 5 legs opens up to Franfield and All Correct now being niggled a bit. Seeking My Dream is asked to close the gap and seems to be doing it as they come toward the 5/16th. It's a brave Fortune 100 holding on to that lead. Upper Tune on the rail now, about to be unleashed as they come into the stretch drive in the Diamond Mile. Here is Seeking My Dream, the Derby winner, and he now explodes. Seeking My Dream has first run on them inside the final 3/16th. Franfield and Alibaba in behind them. All Correct toward the outside. It's Seeking My Dream who has them off their legs. Typewriter now sent in chase in behind. Seeking My Dream inside the final 16th has opened up 3 legs. They won't catch him in the Diamond Mile. Seeking My Dream proves the best.
The Costa's post-race comment starts with praise for the expert job Jockey Walker did.
He timed it beautifully. The pace was very hot up front early. In fact, they went down 6 furlongs in 109 and change, so it was pretty fast. And he sat in about 5th position and made an inside move, which was critical. You know, the shortest way to the winning post is always on the rail, and you got an inside run, and he just angled off anybody straightened up. We discussed it before, and we said he didn't really like dead on the rail in the straight, so we kind of tried to get him into the middle of the track. And he just ran accordingly after that.
A full field of 16 for the second staging of the Rich Diamond Mile. The top contenders, number 5, disqualified Super Stakes winner Franfield, the 5-2 second favourite in the 6 box. The speedy Buzz Nightmare at 3-1 odds had a 5-race winning streak snapped in a second place finish in last month's Caribbean Sprint Championship behind his stablemate Campesino, who is in the 8 box at 29-1. Number 7, the defending champion Seeking My Dream, the 8-5 favourite for champion trainer Wayne Acosta with Omar Walker riding. Number 9 is Richard Azan's vastly improved Jamai Raja, Franfield stablemate, going off at 8-1 odds with the informed Bev Harvey aboard. Number 10, the US-bred filly long-running train at 21-1 with 2 wins in her last 4 starts. 12, the former Derby winner Perfect Neighbour at 33-1. 14, the St. Leger winner Big Daddy Cool at 7-2 odds. And number 15, Braun at 18-1. Commentator Brian Rickman.
As they run toward the 3/8 pole, Jamai Raja looking at danger. Seeking My Dream just in behind Campesino. These are the main 4. Chase the Great is further back and running ahead of Franfield now, who will be asked a question for run as they will come into the lane in the second running of the Diamond Mile. And Jamai Raja, could this be a surprise package? Seeking My Dream now bearing down on the outside, and Seeking My Dream has snatched the lead in the Diamond Mile. He's looking for his second win in it. Inside the final furlong, it's Seeking My Dream in the hands of Omar Walker, pulling away from Jamai Raja and the rest. Seeking My Dream, a fantastic run from a super horse. Seeking My Dream wins it.
Jockey Omar Walker busy in the green silks as Seeking My Dream quickens really well down the home stretch. The reigning horse of the year surging to what was eventually an unchallenged victory.
The clean break and I find my position early. That's what matters most, and relax him and then come forward with the man. He's a horse who have a lot of heart. He's not afraid of anything, so me and him and guiding him along the way, and he have heart, so he just pull through.
Omar rode a patient race. He doesn't like to sit too close to the pace. He doesn't like to go too close too early, so we got Omar to rate him off of the pace, and at the 3 furlong he just came down and was in a challenging position as he straightened up, and that was basically how he likes to run.
Another bullet acting up, but they're off for the Diamond Mile, the third running of it. An Awesome Destiny didn't get away all that well, along with Hovercraft and Another Bullet. They raced toward the back with Royal Vibes. But as expected, Sir Budget and talented Tony K now matched strides early as they set pretty quick splits. Money Magnet staying close to them, Choo Choo Blue on their heels and running in fourth. Will in Charge races on the rail, joined by Chase the Great. Houdini's Magic is kept off those splits, along with She's Man-Eater racing on the rail. Another Bullet racing out wide of Awesome Destiny. Dwayne Starr with that grouping. Lottery Ticket is further back with Hovercraft. Big Daddy Cool now begins to lengthen strides from the back of the field. And last of all, it's Royal Vibes as they now run toward the half mile in the Diamond Mile. A half a mile to run. Sir Budget just the leader from Will in Charge and Money Magnet. Talented Tony K has faded back in behind horses. Watch Chase the Great now making a run. Houdini's Magic is further back 5 lengths off that lead. She's a Man-Eater is now asked to go on the rail by Dane Nelson. Another Bullet right alongside her, but with 5/16 to run. Chase the Great on the outside will turn for home, drifting off the rail. Money Magnet the closest pursuer at the moment, beginning to make ground. That is She's a Man-Eater now coming at them as they run toward the furlong pole, and now She's a Man-Eater, the Super Filly, grabs the lead. It's the Wonder Woman of local racing. She turns on her superpowers, and She's a Man-Eater has left them all for dead and wins the Diamond Mile. Wayne DaCosta has it 3 years in a row. Big Daddy Cool is second over Houdini's Magic, close in behind between Chase the Great, Will in Charge and Money Magnet.
The 2018 Jamaica Diamond Mile serves up the most dramatic stakes event in 6 decades of horse racing at Caymanas Park, as the hot favorite and reigning horse of the year, She's a Man-Eater, prematurely breaks out of the starting gates and is scratched. And where the drama all started, 14 of the 16 horses already loaded for the Diamond Mile, with a purse of US $115,000 topping the US $112,000 Sandalane Barbados Gold Cup as the English-speaking Caribbean's richest horse race. In the 11 box, the 3-year-old Peking Cruise becomes fractious and rails viciously, triggering on his outside in post position 12. Evasive action from She's a Man-Eater and her rider, champion jockey Omar Walker, hastily dismounts, and the Super Filly bursts through the front of the gates and canters away before being caught. Several minutes later on the infield, she is declared a late non-starter, along with Peking Cruise, who hurt himself in the gates.
They're off for the Diamond Mile. A fierce start. Chase the Great comes away wanting that lead as they set moderate fractions. Mr. Universe now breezing past as they leave the 7, and it's Mr. Universe who has that lead over Chase the Great, Money Magnet and Disability Charm. Will in Charge sensibly kept off those fractions, without exception in the red cap racing on the rail. Another Bullet racing on the outside of Drone Strike. A gap of some 3 lengths opens up to Drummer Boy, narrowly in front of Big Daddy Cool. Sarah Lee is next with Hovercraft overtaking and Perfect Neighbor left at the back. They run to the half mile in the Diamond Mile, and it's Mr. Universe continuing to set those splits. Money Magnet now asked to close up. Chase the Great on the outside. Disability Charm stalks them. Will in Charge now stoked up and begins to get going. Another Bullet racing on the tail end of that group. A huge gap back to Drummer Boy, without exception going nowhere. Caught now by Hovercraft. Big Daddy Cool has a mountain to climb, and that mountain is Mount Everest, as they've left the 5/16th and are about to come into the lane, and it is Chase the Great now battling to hold stole that lead, chased the great out in front. Will in charge, trying to cut into that lead on the outside. Money Magnet is over on the rail. Mr. Universe has cried enough. Another bullet in the center and Disability Charm out wide. And now the favorite Will in charge takes charge. On the run, passing the 16th pole, it's Will in charge, rolling home under Robert Alladine. Big Daddy Cool is storming home. Will in charge, the rider went to sleep. Big Daddy Cool has flashed past, it's close.
At the finish, desperately close, real time to the naked eye, the result inconclusive. And here's why. Jockey Halladine aboard the favourite Will in Charge thinks it's all over and pretty much stops riding his mount. Unaware of the fast closing Big Daddy Cool, who came off the final turn in 8th position but started motoring through the field under jockey Dick Cardenas with his very strong inside run. He catches up with the leader but is not ahead of Will in Charge at the wire, and Halladine knows he almost paid a huge price for a grave mistake.
Move was a premature move, was very stupid. I think because Manita was scratched out the race, I was super confident.
Field in line for the 2019 running of the Diamond Mile. They're off and another bullet reared at the start. Superluminal and Dante race on the far side. Drummer Boy is right up with the front end as they head toward the 7. Stranger Danger is held back in 4th. Tuna Ciliata now moving down against the rail. She's a Manita and Bruce Wayne race out wide of horses. Uncle Vinny is moving through the field. Feyrouz in the green, hidden from view. Supreme Soul now beginning to get closer. Sentient just toward his inside. They've overtaken Dante and Feyrouz. Another bullet now makes ground and is asked to recover after an awful beginning. Bruce Wayne toward the outside. Summer Sun racing on the rail with Uncle Frank. A break opens up to Houdini's Magic and Princess Annie outsped and outclassed at the back. The Diamond Mile field approach the final half of a mile. It's Tuna Ciliata, tackled now by Stranger Danger. There goes the mare. She's a Manita. These three in a tight punch as they go, flashing now toward the final 3. And She's a Man-Eater now grabs the lead. It's a half a length in front. Stranger Danger is battling as they come inside the final 5/16. Tuna Ciliata in behind. Supreme Soul now asked to go along with Sentiment on the outside. But She's a Man-Eater turns for home with that lead. The American Stranger Danger doesn't seem to be able to cope with the mare. She's a super mare. She's the queen of local racing. It's She's a Man-Eater and Omar Walker, a furlong to run in the Diamond Mile. Stranger Danger has no answers to her. Tuna Ciliata and Sentient trying to run on, but She's a Man-Eater. What a mare. What a great horse. She's a Man-Eater, probably the best in the land. She wins it over Stranger Danger, Tuna Ciliata, Sentiment and Supreme Soul.
Thank you for watching another video produced by the team from QuickGallopJaya.com and its YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper. Please stay on the channel for other enlightening videos on those involved in local horse racing. Please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.